Driven by sharp dialogue and energetic direction, Steve Jobs is an engaging and compelling analysis of an innovative genius and the enigma of a man that he was. Taking place during the launch of three of Steve Jobs' most significant turning points, we follow the behind-the-scenes chaos and commotion as Jobs attempts to achieve unwarranted perfection in his upcoming presentation, only to be confronted by revelations and obstacles which stop him from doing what he does best. As a fictional biopic, Aaron Sorkin's intelligent and witty script smartly unravels the mind of Steve Jobs and his relationships with those around him, without having to present the film in a direct or conventional way. The story is told through Sorkin's famous walk-and-talk structure, delivering plot points and character motives through fast-paced conversations which naturally flow the film from scene to scene. While the lapses in the storyline are justified and beautifully edited, they might take people out of the intimacy which Danny Boyle artfully captures. We are never invited to experience the spectacle of what Jobs did, but Boyle's dynamic visual style brilliantly places you in the fierce energy and excitement of each Apple launch. This is accompanied by a fantastic soundtrack, which helps build the tension of certain scenes, especially just prior to Jobs going on stage or during significant narrative conflicts. Aesthetic and simplicity was always a significant part of Steve Jobs' philosophy, so being behind the scenes in a rather messy and unappealing environment plays an ironic metaphor to the blood, sweat and tears of trying to bring innovation to the market, aspects which the public never see nor truly appreciate. Despite the limited surroundings, the film still manages to pull off some interesting and creative shots, and mirrors act as a frequent motif. Casting proves immensely important to the success of the film, as Michael Fassbender, Kate Winslet, Jeff Daniels, and even Seth Rogen give captivating and emotive performances that really make you feel the heat of the moment. In particular, a dramatic confrontation between Fassbender and Daniels came to be one of my favourite scenes of any film this year. Intercutting between their nail-biting standoff and events that happened in the past, it was intelligently handled and surprised me just how multiple conversations can interlink so well. We previously saw this in Sorkin's last cinematic effort, The Social Network. In all, Steve Jobs is an emotionally enthralling and entertaining character study which brilliantly blends visual storytelling with superbly delivered dialogue. Those looking to learn more about Steve Jobs as a person might find themselves challenged as the film leaves his polarizing behaviour open to interpretation. He was a fascinating man who only ever cared about changing the world rather than changing himself, and whether this was selfish or selfless is difficult to determine. We don't just see one side of Jobs, and the film isn't objective by any means. Instead, it pulls you into each intimate and personal moment and allows you to have your own opinion as to whether Jobs was simply a genius or just a flawed and imperfect man, something which he so desperately ensures doesn't exist within his products.